Okay, picture this. You're at your workbench, right? That familiar scene for any RC enthusiast. Maybe a couple of projects going, parts kind of everywhere. That controlled chaos, we all know.
Oh, yeah. Smells like CA glue and potential.
Exactly. But let's be real, sometimes it's less potential, more mental clutter. You're trying to remember where you left off, what parts you ordered, why that buggy build stalled 3 months ago. It turns the fun into this low-grade stress.
It really can. That mental juggling act is exhausting.
Well, today we're diving into something that can seriously help. Kanban, specifically a flavor called nikku no michi. It's a visual way to manage everything, transforming that chaos into actual progress and, honestly, getting your energy back for the hobby.
It sounds complex maybe, but the core ideas, borrowed from manufacturing, are surprisingly simple and super effective, even for just one person restoring, say, a vintage RC car. The first big principle is visualize the work.
Okay, visualize, so like write it down.
Pretty much. Every single task, big or small, disassemble gearbox, order new decals, clean the tires, becomes a card, like a sticky note. Suddenly, it's not all swirling in your head. You see it all laid out. It massively reduces that cognitive load.
Right, so you free up brain space for the actual building, not just remembering what to build.
Precisely. And that leads to arguably most powerful principle. Limit your work in progress, or WIP.
WIP limit. Okay, what does that mean for someone working alone?
It means you consciously decide not to juggle too much. For a solo hobbyist, maybe you say, I will only have one or maybe two tasks actively in progress at any time. That's your WIP limit.
Huh. So you can't just start soldering something, then wander off to look for screws for a different part.
Exactly. You force yourself to finish, or at least reach a natural stopping point, on the task in your WIP column before pulling a new one. It stops the constant context switching, which is a huge productivity killer.
I am so guilty of that. Okay, I can see how that would create focus.
It really does. And when you have that focus, you can better manage the flow. The board makes it obvious where things are getting stuck.
Like bottlenecks.
Yeah. Is paint taking ages to cure? Are parts always late from one supplier? You see those cards piling up in, say, a waiting column, and you know what needs attention to keep things moving smoothly.
Makes sense. And the last principle.
Continuous improvement,
Mm-hmm.
or Kaizen. This isn't just about finishing the model. It's about getting better at the process. You look at your completed column over time. Why did those electronics tasks take so long? Why did I have 3 things waiting for parts?
Ah, so you learn from your own workflow.
Exactly. Maybe you realize you need a better way to organize small screws, or you need to find a more reliable decal source. It's about refining how you work.
Okay, so let's talk practicalities. The board itself, physical whiteboard, sticky notes, or digital.
Either works. Physical boards are great, really tactile. Digital tools let you add photos, links, checklists, which is also cool. The key is the columns, typically 4 main ones.
Right, walk us through them.
First, you have queues. This is your backlog, all the tasks you've identified but haven't started. Think, test the original motor. You pull work from here when you're ready.
Pull, not push. Got it.
Then, WIP work in progress. This is the active zone. Your strict WIP limit applies here. This is the doing column, like cleaning all suspension components.
The focus zone.
Exactly. Then, waiting. This is for tasks that are blocked by something outside your immediate control. Waiting for paint to cure, waiting for that chassis delivery.
Okay, so stuff you can't actively work on right now.
Right. And finally, completed, your trophy case. Tasks done, like successfully installed new ESC. It's satisfying. Plus, it's data for that Kaizen review later.
Simple enough. Now, this nikku no michi adds another layer.
Yeah, it has a simple priority system using colors on the task cards. Really helps decide what to pull next from the queues. Red is for immediately urgent stuff. Critical, blocking other things, maybe time-sensitive, like order cracked chassis tub, that's red, or even fix broken soldering iron.
Can't work without the tools. Makes sense.
Then yellow. That's your standard sequential work. Most tasks will probably be yellow. Reassemble all 4 oil-filled shocks, for example. Just the normal flow of the build.
Okay.
And green is for non-urgent, maybe opportunistic tasks. Stuff you can do whenever. Polish original chrome bumper, perhaps. Nice to have, but not essential right now.
And these colors aren't fixed, right?
Good point. No, they can change.
Uh-huh.
That green Polish bumper task might become yellow or even red if, say, you discover the existing bumper is actually damaged and holding up assembly. The system is dynamic.
Let's make this concrete. Say I'm restoring a classic Tamiya Blackfoot.
Great example.
I start, I pull, disassemble entire truck, from queues into my WIP column. My WIP limit is, let's say, 1.
Okay.
But as I'm taking it apart, I find the main chassis tub has a nasty crack. It's unusable.
Right, it happens all the time with vintage plastic.
So what happens on the board?
Okay, you immediately create a new red card. Order replacement Blackfoot chassis. That goes straight to the top of your queues column because it's critical. Your original task, maybe reassemble chassis, if you had one planned, is now blocked. So that card moves to the waiting column.
Okay, so I can't reassemble because I'm waiting for the part.
Exactly. But here's the benefit. Your WIP slot is now free because disassemble might be finished, or maybe it's also blocked waiting for the chassis. So while you're waiting for that delivery, you look at your queues. What's the next highest priority unblocked task? Maybe it's ELO card, like clean old plastic parts.
So I pull that into WIP. I'm still making progress, even though the main path is blocked.
Precisely. You're maximizing your productive time instead of just staring at a stalled project feeling frustrated.
That actually sounds really powerful.
Yeah.
Are there common ways people mess this up?
Oh, sure. A classic pitfall is the infinite waiting column. Tasks go there and just die. They sit for weeks, months.
Guilty again.
Yeah, it happens. The fix. You can actually set a WIP limit on your waiting column too. Or, more actively, if something's stuck there too long, create a red task specifically to unblock it. Like call supplier about delayed shipment becomes a top priority red task.
Actively tackle the blockage. I like that.
And remember, Kaizen, this whole process isn't just about the car parts. It's about you. The board shows you your patterns. Maybe electronics tasks always get stuck.
Yeah, soldering maybe isn't my strong suit.
So that insight is valuable. You could create a green task for yourself in the queues. Practice soldering techniques on scrap boards. The Kanban board becomes a tool for mastering the process of restoration, improving your skills, your enjoyment.
Wow. Okay, so it's not just project management, it's almost like personal development for your hobby.
You could definitely see it that way. It turns your workbench from maybe a source of slight anxiety into this smooth-running little system, a lean system, really.
So wrapping up this Kanban approach, this nikku no michi system, it really does seem like it can transform that workbench chaos. It brings clarity, focus, it turns the mental burden back into productive joy.
Absolutely. Visual work, limited focus, managing flow, always improving.
It really gets you thinking, doesn't it? How could you apply this kind of thinking, visualizing, limiting focus, continuous improvement, not just to RC cars, but to, well, any restoration project in your life, whatever that might be, something to chew on?